Good morning from Texas somewhere. So last night I slept at this nice little picnic area. I'm in the northwest part of Texas, and I'm going through some trail called like the Texas Mountain Range, or Texas Mountain Trail, and gotta say, this is the most beautiful little picnic spot or rest stop that I've slept at thus far. Look at this. Plan is today to get over to New Mexico, which is approximately 30 miles away. There is the world famous Carlsbad Caverns, Carlsbad National Park, I believe. There's also White Sands. Not sure if I can do both today, but if I can do one, I'll be a pretty happy camper. Dan the Adventure Bus is running well. For those of you who are wondering, I think we finally got all the problems fixed, which is nice. Feels good. I feel confident driving this thing. So yeah, need to hit the road for about a half an hour or so, and just kind of regroup and get on some of that editing that I missed out yesterday. So, all right. Time to rock and roll.
He was the first leader of communist Russia. Like a fireball. They have a world to win.
Come to that special time of the day where I realize I think I've eaten almost all my food, although there is some meat down here. What's that? Need to clean that. Running low. Still got baby food. Although it is tasty, it's not that satisfying. See all this stuff? So, what are my options here? I guess I ate all my lettuce last night, my salad stuff. We got Tsunami's gluten-free bread, which I have no idea how that tastes. Then, let's do ham. Let's do ham. All right, quick lunch. Then I'm gonna hit the Carlsbad Caves.
Trash. Underground.
Fleece is a terrible idea for windy situations. It's freezing. It's 9:44 in the morning, and it's gonna be even colder in the caves. I guarantee it. I need to get a coat. I was wrong. It's gonna be warmer down there. It's gonna be 56 degrees. However, I think she said the humidity was like 90%. That sounds insane. So she said what I was wearing is fine. Natural entrance. That's where I'm going. She also said that the caves go, I can walk down there for like 2.5 hours if I want to go super far, which sounds super cool. And I guess there's a place down there to get lunch. I didn't realize, what's this? Stop and assess hiking fitness. Well, I'm not as fit as I was, but I think I can make it. There's a place down there to get lunch. I didn't even think to bring water. I had literally no idea how large these things were. And as cool as it is to like tell you guys information beforehand, do research, I kind of like winging it because I feel like we get to experience it at the same time. So anyways, so there's that. All right, so the nice ranger back there gave me the scoop here. I'm gonna have to whisper once I'm in the cave, because a person's voice can travel 1/4 of a mile. This right here, I believe, is the amphitheater to view the bats when they fly out of the cave. And for some reason, you have to turn off your electronic devices, which probably interferes with the bats. I don't know, forget what it's called, like a bat's radar kind of system, echoing that they do. So here's a natural entrance. Oh, dude, this is gonna be awesome.
He was the first leader of Communist Russia. Like a fireball. They have a world to win.
Alright, so we are now about, I'd say a couple hundred feet down. It's still cold. The breeze is coming from up above, and it's starting to smell like nitrogen and bat dung. So, but it's pretty cool down here so far. Ooh, it just got warmer. So now we are entering the Twilight Zone, which is the part of the cave where you can barely see from the natural light coming in. And from here on, it's all artificial lighting. Otherwise, it would be pitch black. Wow, look at these things. These are stalactites. And it looks like this right here is a stalactite. Stalactites start up high, and stalagmites form below. Like that's a stalagmite, but it looks like the two of them became one. Alright, so all around there's the sounds of dripping water. The dripping water, like I said, forms the stalagmites from the floor up. But listen, you can hear it. They got a mail drop down here, so wrote a couple postcards to put in the mail.
To win. They have a world 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 to win. They have a...
So I am in what is called the big room. Maybe this is better lighting. I'm in what is called the big room, and this little loop goes for 1.2 miles. It's absolutely impressive in here. All of the stalactites and the stalagmites and all of the rock formations are utterly beautiful. It's just, I'm at a loss of words. It's one of those places where you have to be here to see it in its full beauty.
World to win.
Here you have a stalactite, almost touching a stalagmite. I think it's about 10 inches away, and I can only guess how long it'll take for those two pieces to touch finally and become a column. Alright, here we have a stalactite with some popcorn looking stuff. Guess what the popcorn looking stuff is called? Popcorn.
Scratch. 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 Underground.
Wow, this is so incredible here. There are like thousands of stalactites hanging from the roof, from the ceiling. This is not a place I would want to be during an earthquake.
Black. Black.
Scared easily.
Black man with a funny name.
Here's a giant stalagmite, and it's dripping down in and forming a nice little pond of water right there, which is pretty cool. Here is the Rock of Ages, which, by the way, I had a friend in that show in Vegas. Well, that was seriously badass. I just learned that when I exited the elevators coming up, there were also elevators going down. I'm not sure if I would have taken them if I knew that in advance, but I'm glad I walked all the way down there because that was awesome. That was super cool. If you guys haven't been here, I totally recommend you guys come. After this right now, I'm gonna head towards a hot spring, the Hot Springs app, and then perhaps White Sands. All right, back inside Dan the Adventure Bus, purring like a kitten. It's ready to hit the road. So after about a month being on the road, you know, give or take, I've realized a couple things as far as the type of content that I shoot. The original plan was, you know, to meet up with as many people as possible in different cities and things like that, but I've noticed after it's 3 or 4 states that it's actually been quite difficult to meet up with you guys, which is to be expected. I know people have responsibilities. I'm in a unique situation where I just drive around and this is essentially my job, but people who have, you know, 9-to-5s and other responsibilities, families, etc., I realize that it's not always possible to just show up someplace and just like hang out with you guys. So what I'm thinking to do from now on is focus more on national parks, places of interest, interesting cities, and other maybe content creators or, you know, things like that. And perhaps I can tell you in advance, like, hey, I'm gonna go to this national park here, I'll be in this city this day, etc. And if anybody wants to join me, you guys are all welcome to come. I think that would be a better way because, you know, there was 3 people in Austin I was trying to meet up with, and for whatever reason I didn't meet up with any of the 3 except, you know, my friend Valentina. So I think that's kind of the direction I'm gonna take from now on, just because, like, I don't want to show up in a city and, you know, go there hoping to meet up with people and then not actually meet up with people. Because what I would prefer to see personally is more national parks, more nature, more beautiful places, interesting cities like Marfa yesterday, or Austin, you know, and maybe skip over those big cities, you know, like Chicago or Philadelphia or whatever, that I've already been to, because big cities are inherently difficult for the short bus, for the adventure bus, and for parking, for overnights sleeping, for my safety, parking tickets, etc. It's really easy in the middle of nowhere to just pull over and park. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. If you guys disagree, let me know. If you guys agree, let me know. If anybody wants to like go and meet me someplace, let me know. Comment below, you know, and you know, let's try and hang out. I'm just trying to figure out the best possible way to do this. So that's the plan.